What up, world? Dan Palmeri, CBRE Las Vegas. I got to kick off a new quarterly series where I'm just talking to my colleagues about what's going on in their line of the business. So we're going to kick it off with Spence Ballif. We're going to ask him a bunch of questions. He's the guy when it comes to apartments in Las Vegas. Spence, what's your name?
My name is Spence Ballif.
Ballif. Look at that. Learn something new every day. Spence Ballif.
Yeah.
How many
you've only
years?
worked with me for so many years. So
Yeah.
it's okay. I've been in the business 33 years with CB in June, but I count the 2 summers where I was a market researcher. So 35 years.
Wow. Dang.
All with CB.
That's amazing.
Born and raised in Vegas.
Born and raised. One of the few natives.
Yeah.
What do you do at CBRE?
I'm in the multifamily business. So we focus on 100 plus units for apartments here in town.
Awesome. 35 years, 100 plus units. Seen a lot of growth over 35 years?
Seen a lot.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right. So kind of Barstool Prez style when he goes and scores pizzas, give me a first quarter 24 score rating on the market.
I think I'd have to go with probably a 1.3. Vacancies increased. Rents went down. There was no sales volume, but we'll get to that next. So not a lot of great things happened in the first quarter.
Very interesting. And are you seeing that across the country? Is that indicative of what you're seeing nationally?
We are seeing vacancies continue to be stubborn and high and concessions high. There is definitely much greater sales volume around the country than what we're seeing in Las Vegas. Vegas tends to be a very overreactionary market. When things are good, they're very good. And when things are bad, they slow down to a crawl.
Interesting. All right. So what are significant deals or significant news?
Yeah, the significant news is there were 0 transactions in the first quarter of 2024 for 100 plus units. And you can look at the trend over the last few years. In 2023, there were a grand total of 7 transactions. Looking at 2022, there were 51. 2021, there were 84. So you see how when things slow, people become very cautious in Vegas because of the fear of a recession, and we're still considered very much a discretionary income market. So people back off quickly.
Gotcha. Even with all
and interest rates, interest rates certainly aren't helping, but that's not unique to Las Vegas.
Big time. But do you think Las Vegas, the last go round with the Great Recession, we were hit harder than anywhere in the country. But I think as a community, we've done a good job of kind of building a better foundation to where we're not as much in a threat of a major recession.
Dramatically different this time around. The last, financial crisis was driven by home building, overbuilding on the home building.
Spence's colleague, Jamie, said, make sure he's enthusiastic. So there it is, pick it right up.
Okay, well.
We're good.
So financial crisis was driven by overbuilding on the home side. In 2005 and 2006, we built almost 77,000 single family homes.
Wow.
Last year was 13,000. Year before that was 12,000. So there's definitely discipline this time around. You're not seeing the build it and they will come mentality, and that's positive. We're building a fair amount of multifamily. Deliveries last year were just under 7,000 units, looking to track a little over 7,000 units this year. But we're not looking at an unhealthy single family home market, which was the case, absolutely. That caused a lot of investors to buy empty homes and turn around and rent them. And that was a lot of inventory that had to be burned through. So fundamentals this time around are dramatically better. And I'm not concerned that we're heading to that type of situation that we did before.
Okay. So that kind of rolls into what's your thoughts on the rest of 24?
I think there's some turbulence. We're at peak deliveries right now
Yep.
on supply, but that starts to decline dramatically in the second and the third quarter. I think vacancy rates get a little bit better. Again, I talked about single family is healthy, so I'm not worried about that. Sales volume has to get better. It can't get worse.
Right.
Can't go negative. So that should be fine. I think we just work through the first and second quarter and things start to get better from there because, again, fundamentals are good. People still want to come to Vegas, but they want to come at the right price with positive leverage, and a lot of sellers doing that.
Basic fundamentals of real estate investment, right? So what are you telling clients today?
I think clients, again, the fundamentals aren't bad, so there's no reason for panic. There will be some distress, not driven by fundamentals, but driven by buyers that bought at the peak in 21 with floating rate debt. that at some point you can't kick the can any further down the road. So there will be some of that starts to work its way into the market. But I think with the first rate cut, we'll bring a lot of new sellers to the market. I think it will bring a lot of new buyers to the market where they see that, okay, perhaps all is clear on the debt side, and we shouldn't see a volatile debt market, as volatile of a debt market, at least on the upside after first rate cut.
This guy's pretty smart. 35 years. All right, most important question. Everyone knows I'm a restaurant guy. What's your favorite dish in Las Vegas?
And everyone knows I am not a restaurant guy.
So true.
I'm the mayor of Simpleton. So it's really a toss-up. For dinner, I'd have to go with Chili's. The loaded chicken nachos are awesome. And there is a new thing that I'm on right now. It's the breakfast burger at Fine and Company.
Oh,
fantastic.
There you go. Local spot.
Particularly on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. Highly recommend it.
All right. I have not been to Fine and Company in downtown Summerlin, so I'll have to go check that out.
You check out the breakfast burger there.
It's going to be a minute before
on a Saturday or a Sunday morning if you have been out later.
It's going to be a minute before I get to the Chili's one. But ladies and gentlemen, Spence Ballif.
There you go.
35-year veteran of CBRE, the top multifamily broker in Vegas. There's your first quarter update.
Glad to learn how to pronounce my name.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay.